y'all, welcome to another video here at Curated Living with Shayla. I am just stopping in just for a brief moment. It's Saturday and I am getting ready to get right into the excitement of the big game tonight. It's college football Saturday, SEC football Saturday, and so I just wanted to stop in and see what you guys are going to be doing this Saturday evening. As most of you probably know, if you watch football, and especially college football, Georgia and Tennessee will be kicking off tonight at 7:30. So I wanted to stop in and see if you guys are going to be watching the game. I saw some previews this morning on TV and definitely got me excited. And so I will definitely be rooting, of course, for my team, the Georgia Bulldogs, as a graduate of UGA. And so we are definitely hoping for a big win tonight over Tennessee for all of us here in Bulldog Nation and all of us who are college football lovers and most of all Georgia football lovers. So definitely going to be watching the game, and I am actually on my way now. I'm in the car about to go and pick up a little bit of food before the game. And so I did want to stop in and drop in and say hello. It has been a few days now. Just like I said, going to pick up some food, not doing too much other than watching the game this evening. I will say it has been on my mind that I'm hoping that I will get to be in the stands next year, the football season 2025, and actually get to be at some of the games. Have not been to any of the games in quite some time, and now that we have moved back much closer, I'm definitely hoping to get to some of those games in person, because as most of us know, if any of you have ever been to any of the UGA football games, you know there is nothing like being in Athens and nothing like being at a Georgia or UGA football game. And so I'm really looking forward to that. But I did want to stop in before I hurry off and grab some food before 7:30. It is around 5 p.m. Eastern time now, so I don't have much longer before the game kicks off, but I did want to say hello. And so let's get right into the rest of the video.
Game day is in Athens for the top 10 matchup between Georgia and Tennessee. Let's bring in Jess Sims with the preview. Jess, good morning. The fans are there with you.
Good morning today. I mean, Athens is the place to be this morning, and kind of always, if I'm being honest. But it's week 12 and college game day. We have another jam-packed show today. We have amazing conversation about the college football playoffs, who we think is in, who we think is out. Georgia's head coach Kirby Smart is joining the desk. Pat McAfee is trying to give away $150,000 for his field goal kicking contest. And our guest picker, celebrity guest picker today, is Cody Rhodes, who's a WWE superstar. It's all happening on ESPN at 9 a.m. Eastern. But the reason we're here is because we have a must-win game for the Tennessee Volunteers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Yes, for sure. Now, we're here because Tennessee has one loss, a huge upset by Arkansas, and Georgia has two, despite a tougher schedule against Alabama and most recently Ole Miss. Well, the Georgia Bulldog fans are super excited to have their team back home because they have the longest active winning streak. They are 28-0 at home. It's the longest one right now across the country. It's also, according to Vivid Seats, the hottest ticket this week. On average, each seat is selling for about $439. So that's the highest across any game this week. Honestly, one of the highest across the teams this year. And it's all happening on ABC tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, streaming on ESPN+.
So much to look forward to. Jess, please send our love to all those fans and to Desmond. Tell him we miss him, but we'll see him next week.
Perfect, I got you.
Still coming up.
93,000 together in this stadium, nestled in the hills of this campus. You can kind of wander up and this place sneaks up on you. Once you get inside, you can feel the energy.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One of our favorite venues in the sport. Such a thrill to be here tonight with these two brands, these two teams. So much at stake.
This big Jared Wilson, number 55, the center for the Dogs. That group up front, a serious challenge tonight.
defender following him. Watch the block right here. Nice job of sustaining this by Smith. He's known for his ability to get vertical, but
Thank you to Frazier. Back on the move. Now out of the backfield. Jurassic's got it. Tight end. Rumbling, bumbling, diving down inside the 5. It's first and goal on a huge night with a I formation. Frazier behind Jones. Touchdown, Georgia. Who would the tougher team be in the fourth quarter? Kirby Smart wanted to know. His team, as it turns out. Going to be a 2-touchdown game with less than 2.5 to play.
you got a right tackle who does his job. And then you got, look at this, Chris. Chambliss, the linebacker, is in a goal line situation. Watch them both. 73, look at him get off the ball. Trust. And then look at Chambliss. He's been waiting for this opportunity. Usually he's the linebacker. Instead, bang, I get to hit a linebacker.
I thought it was Cash Jones who's number 32. They put the linebacker in there. Wow.
Opened it up. Great block there. You know, it's the heart of a champion.
Welcome back to another video here at Curated Living with Shayla. Hey y'all, I am just stopping in to show you what I am putting together here in the kitchen today. But first of all, I guess I should just have a disclosure. Hey, I am in the kitchen and I am mismatched as ever. So if you guys see my pink shirt here and my flannels on at the bottom, it is a in the kitchen around the house cleanup day. So I am definitely in my zone. So, and I'm sure you guys do the same. You have those days when you're in the house and you just look a hot mess when it comes to your attire. So that's kind of the zone that I'm in today, but it's all because, like I said, I am in the kitchen today putting together Sunday dinner. And I'm going to be putting together what I consider to be I think a Southern Sunday meal is how I see it. So I have some pork chops, which I don't cook very often, but I was in the grocery store the other day and I was trying to figure out, like, how can I go ahead and get what I need? I think it was like the middle of the week. And so I'm thinking, like, I need to get groceries so I don't have to come back and figure out what we're going to have for Sunday dinner. And so I decided to go ahead and pick up some pork chop, and these are like a thinly sliced pork chop. So typically when I make these, I like to just like pan sear them with no flour or anything like that. If I do, from time to time when I do cook pork chop, if I buy a thicker pork chop that's a little bit larger, I typically like to batter those with maybe some flour or whatever. And fry those as like a Southern style pork chop. But these are going to be pan seared. As you can see, I have already seasoned these, and I used, you can see here, some garlic, garlic powder, onion powder, some seasoned all, McCormick seasoned all, and I used Miss Dash. My grandmother kind of got me started on this years and years ago, and I remember her telling me, as I referenced in another video, I think it was the previous video, where I was talking about her journey and her being on dialysis. And so with her being someone who was on dialysis, of course she had to watch her diet and things like that. And so at that time, her doctor recommended her to start using the Miss Dash seasonings on her foods. And so I just continued to really kind of use that as, not only did she kind of also teach me to cook and things like that, but I like the ingredients that the Miss Dash products had in them, because in those products, when you look at the ingredients, they have like a lot of like natural herbs and kind of seasonings and things. And so it's a great way to kind of add a little bit more flavor to your dishes without adding salt. And those are like salt free. So I did want to share that. But yes, I have already seasoned my pork chop with these ingredients here. And then I also am going to be making some cabbage that I'm about to wash and chop up. And I am going to be also making some sweet potato. And so this is what I definitely see as a Southern Sunday meal that I am going to be making here. Not doing anything that's going to be taking too long today in the kitchen, of course. I may actually put together some mac and cheese. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm trying to keep it pretty quick and simple as possible today because, of course, as we all know, we will all be getting into lots of cooking over the next few weeks with Thanksgiving coming up. And so I have lots of other things to do around the house, I'm sure, just like many of you. And so I'm just trying to make a nice meal for today, but keep it nice and simple and quick. So I will be checking back in when I get a little bit further along with this meal. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, I have rinsed my sweet potatoes and I did gently pat them dry with a paper towel. And then I have put them in the oven on some aluminum foil in a small roasting pan. And then so I have the oven on 375, and I will probably bake these, as I said, for probably about an hour and a half, maybe two, but an hour and a half. Typically they are good to go, and the skin should be really soft. So gonna check back in just a moment. All right, y'all, so I am just browning my salt pork here. I just put like 4 strips in the pot, not too much. I'm just gonna kind of sear my cabbage. Once this is browned a little bit, I'm gonna flip it in just a second. Just wanted to show you that. I do cook cabbage different ways. Sometimes I'll use turkey if I'm boiling it. But today I'm just going to be just kind of searing it. So yes, definitely using a little bit of salt pork. I'm not going to need a whole lot of seasoning on that because this salt pork is, it already of course has salt in it, hence the name salt pork. And so just going to continue washing my cabbage. I've already started washing it. And I'm going to start to add it into the pot in just a moment. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. What I have done is just, I started to cut my cabbage up. I have browned, as you can see, I browned my salt pork here. I did add a little canola oil in there before I put my salt pork in to just brown it off. So now I'm gonna start to put in my cabbage. I kind of just rolled up the cabbage, just kind of in a roll, and then I started to just cut across on the cabbage. So now I'm going to continue cutting that end of the cabbage. I have some more cabbage that I'll need to cut up and put into the pot, but I'm going to start to get this into the pot now, and I'll show you a bit more as soon as I get it in the pot. So see you again in just a moment. All right, so I have put my first batch of cabbage into the pot. And I've stirred it just a little bit. So I'm just going to continue to add the cabbage in, and I will show you the finished product when we're all done. So see you back in just a moment. All right, y'all, so I am back. I now have my pork chop searing on a kind of low, not even a medium heat, but kind of on a low heat. So they're just frying on a low heat. I have some garlic, fresh garlic cloves in there with it. I'm probably gonna sear them probably for about 7 or 8 minutes on each side on that temperature so that they don't burn too much. I do want to get a little crisp on them, but I still want a nice kind of moist and tender feeling pork chop. So try not to definitely burn those, but those are definitely in the pan and they are smelling and looking really good. And then I'm going to move right over really quickly over to my cabbage. They are on low as well. So let me show you those. I put in my second batch of cabbage now, and so you can kind of hear those searing maybe a little bit there. But yeah, so I will be back once I get everything finished. I'll add in a picture here so you can see how everything looks. All right, be right back.